This is a painting of the Disney villains on the Hollywood Tower Hotel attraction. It's a really fun painting that I wanted to tackle. And you could see at the beginning, I played a lot with the composition of the villains, moving them around inside the ride attraction until I got the composition that I really liked. And then I started laying in the value layers for each individual villain. And then after that, obviously, the paint layers. You'll notice that as I'm working on Jafar, each individual character has a light green underlayer. And I'm painting on top of that, and I'm not painting completely opaquely. So some of the green is showing through very slightly through the colors that I'm applying to the character. And this helps provide a color unity to the entire piece. You can see here on the Evil Queen, there's a slight green hue to her skin and to the purple and to her crown. And then as we move on to the villain Hades, again, you can see that slight green layer showing through. And so this brings together the entire piece. And also one of the things that I do is I create a line art layer, very much like what you might see in animation or you might see in a comic book illustration. You can see here that Scar has line art around the silhouette and certain features of his character. All of them do. And what I will do as I finish each paint layer of the character is I'll go in and I'll actually paint over that line art. And so the line art really fades into the background because this isn't a comic illustration, it's a painting. So I want to retain the feeling of animation, but I don't want to make it look exactly like an animated drawing. I want to make it look more like a painting. So you can see as I'm laying in the purples and the really light blue hues on Ursula here, as we move through this painting, her line art will start to fade into the background and just the painted layers of her character will show through. And I do that for each one of the characters. I tried to make the painting look as if the characters themselves are actually on the attraction while it's falling. So you'll see here, for example, Maleficent's bird is up in the air and he's lost a feather, and Hook's hat has flown up into the air, and Ursula's tentacles are flying all over the place. Just trying to add an element of fun to the painting itself. If you enjoy the lessons and the tips that I provide, sign up for my free art newsletter. The link is in the bio.